Hey everybody, it is Dune time, and today we're playing Epic, Rise of Ix and Immortality, which I've not done a whole lot of. It's my pick. I'm player 2. Memnon, Hundro, Yuna, Armand are available. Whoa, Satellite Band, Kwisatz Haderach, Appropriate, Reverend Mother, Power Play. Look at the cards! Beguiling Pheromones and Scientific Breakthrough. Holy smokes. Holy schmokies. The Tex. Windtrap's Shuttle Fleet Flagship. Let me go with Yuna here. I feel like playing some Yuna. Okay, economic positioning. That's interesting. Okay, so as you can see here, yeah, I'm recording this video in advance. So this is probably, I think this is the last from my mom's basement stream that's going to be happening. Let me hit smuggling here. Good stuff in the conflict, but yeah, let's get the smuggle. This should be the last from my mom's basement video that I'm recording. I'm about to get out to the campground tomorrow, where I'll be, you know, where I will be, I think, when this video comes out. But at any rate, I thought I had enough lined up, and I was like getting everything organized in YouTube, and I saw, you know what, I actually accidentally uploaded a couple of duplicates, so I didn't have as many ready to go as I thought. So this is my last one, I think, that I will be doing. So I'm recording this still early July, but you will be watching it, I think, late August, maybe even beginning of September. But happy to see this Epic game in the lobby. Yeah, Epic, Rise of Ix, and Immortality, not something I've done a lot of. I think I've probably played 2, maybe 3 games of it on stream before. Okay, what do I want to do here? Maybe still suits, get some troops in. So next round, I can smuggle Swordmaster, which is great. But the more Solari, the better. I think I do like the still suits play here. I'll get in 2 troops. We'll see what they do. I could theoretically retreat them for 3 more Solari. If it looks like I need to do that. But, you know, I think I might like to keep this for the end game point, to be honest. Because having 10 Solari at the end of the game should be doable for me as Yuna. It's like an interesting thing, right? Because I get more Solari naturally with my smuggling operation. But at the same time, I also spend it with my signet ring. So we'll see. But there's not a definite need to do this right now, because even if I end up getting nothing, I mean, it would be a sad waste of my troops. So from that perspective, maybe it'd be worth doing it, and maybe those troops help me get a victory point in a conflict later, you know, rather than just doing absolutely nothing. But it looks like they're going to do something. So that's fine, I think. But I'm set up for Swordmaster round 2 anyway, because I can experimentation to smuggling and then dagger to Swordmaster, and that'll do it. Now, if I somehow get 2nd place, which I'm not going to, right? Armand is going to put in a bunch of troops here. But if I were to somehow get 2nd place, then I could actually smuggle up and still get Swordmaster instead of having to smuggle down, which would be pretty cool. This doesn't do that for me. I would need the 4 Solari to make that work. Yeah, okay. So it looks like I'm going to get 2. And I'll take a liaison here. Look at this crazy row. Kevin Alexander, thank you for the sub. So, yeah, you know, when you watch this video, that'll be a nice surprise for you to see that. Oh, yeah, that was me way back when. You happen to sub at the same time I'm recording this video. This is not being streamed. So, I always think that could be like a fun surprise for people, you know? I'm not sure. No one's ever told me, oh yeah, that happened to me. I saw myself sub in a video. But if it were me, I would think that was cool. If I was watching somebody's channel and I just happened to have subbed while they were recording a video. Whoa! Okay, everything gets exploded. Okay, so now, what do we got? Benny Tlaylock's Lab, Freeman Camp, Spice Smugglers, Cheney, Spice Hunters. So very different. It was very expensive, now it's pretty cheap. I hate atomics, man, I gotta say. I'll just say it. Okay, now what? Now we got Tlaylaxu Surgeon, In the Shadows, Gene Manipulation, Arrakis Recruiter, Spiritual Fervor. Well, more powerful certainly than the last iteration. Armand probably gonna take these two. Pretty massive pickup. No, he goes Gene Manipulation. Oh, now what is he gonna do? Look at the cards. Taking Gene Manipulation over the Tlaylaxu Surgeon this early in the game seems insane to me. Like, this card is nuts. And if you can get it early enough to actually use it, you know, a couple of times, it'll just race you along this track. So, a little bit strange there. I'm gonna just accept the 2 troops got me 2 Solari, that's fine. Conflict Solari, by the way, does not get boosted by Yuna's ability because it's whenever you gain Solari on your turn, increase the amount. But Conflict is on nobody's turn. Alright, so they ended up tying. Nobody got the first place victory point. Cloak and Dagger is the Conflict. Yeah, so I'm going to recall here. Get my Solari, get my research. And then it'll be Swordmaster, and then it will be either Experimentation or Seek Allies. We shall see. I could potentially hog a basin. Shuttle Fleet would be great for me to get to fund this thing as well as my ring. So that would be a good one for me to try to aim for. Note also this round start Solari does not get boosted either for the same reason I mentioned before. The round start is on nobody's turn. So it would be 2 Solari for me, just like everybody else, not 3. Still, that drip of Solari, I love to have that always. I just love that kind of thing. It's not to mention the 2 influence you get from buying it. But on Yuna, it's really great because, you know, funding that Signet ring is a good thing. Not to mention, again, I have this end game point if I have 10 Solari or more at the end of the game. So I think I might go to Still Suits and maybe try to set up for this. The problem is Ariana also has 2 water and she might go for it. But anyway, first Swordmaster. God. Sometimes, man, I freak myself out with that one. I mean, she might do it now, but probably not. The good thing is I'll be able to see what's happening in the conflict before I make my move. She goes to still suits. Okay, so she's dominating water. Sometimes that's a nice thing with Ariana, is just like monopolize the water. Keep it all to yourself. Let this thing stack up. So I guess I'm going to want to play Experimentation to Imperial Basin, probably. I mean, Wealth is also good. But if I want to get this, then it would be helpful for me to get, you know, a spice. Tech negotiation for Ormond. Does he buy anything or does he save up? Undo. As far as persuasion goes, I mean, I'm going to be the final one to reveal, so none of this good stuff is going to be here. I don't think. There goes that play. So I can't play this. I can only play the Seek Allies now. I could Hardy Warriors. But it feels a bit sketchy. I mean, it'd be nice to blow them both out, but, you know, I have no daggers. Armand has trashed one. I don't know if he has another one. Ariana... I could go and look at the reveals and stuff. It's just too tedious. It just feels a little bit sketchy, because, yeah, an intrigue card, whatever. I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to go to Wealth. Rack up the Solari Rees. And that's going to be that. Tessia surely is going to take this. I mean, or this. They're both great. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could have early revealed for it. To be honest, I didn't think of it, but it might have been worth early revealing rather than just getting the Wealth, which is sort of inconsequential for me right now. Getting the Tleilaxu Surgeon at this stage in the game would be great, because I also get good value from sending it to Wealth. Yeah. Well, I'll get something interesting here, either the In the Shadows or the Dissecting Kit. The Dissecting Kit is a card I haven't really had a chance to use much yet, so the Planned Coupling also good, but I think I will go with the Dissecting Kit and see how that goes. Again, it's partly just because it's a card I haven't had a chance to really use. Now, hold on. If I were to research, I could maybe get the Scientific Breakthrough. If I went up here, that would get me a specimen, and then I could get this, which is quite good. Is that worth getting instead of getting this? You know what? I don't know. I mean, this card is pretty cool. I'm just going to take that. I do think this could have been the better play, but going with the fact that I haven't had a chance to use the Dissecting Kit, that's what I'm going to do. Ariana takes the conflict, moves up one with the guild. Raid stockpiles. Okay, so there's the Dissecting Kit. All right. So, there's the Signet Ring also. What do I want to be doing? So I want to trash a card. So ideally that would be the dagger. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the shuttle fleet here. Armand sitting on Spice. I suspect he might go grab it right now. That illicit dealings is a pretty nice intrigue card because it basically just like moves you along the track and gives you a different intrigue card. Yeah, here goes the tech negotiation. Say goodbye to Shuttle Fleet and my dreams. Memo quarters is there. I don't have the means of getting it. Do I feel like picking up a Dreadnought? Do I feel like picking up High Council? Do I feel like mentatting? Not sure what I feel like doing. I think I kind of do want High Council seat. I'm going to be trashing cards here. And so if I can get some good cards in, it's sort of interesting. It means I'm not going to be using the Signet Ring, though. Yeah. I'm just going to do it. I think it probably would have been smarter to use the Signet Ring, but I just wanted to get the High Council seat, just in case something tasty appears here. Of course, I can also try to make something tasty appear. Trashed the dagger, turned it into a specimen. I have 3 specimens, so I might be able to pick up the scientific breakthrough, but Ariana now has 3 specimens from researching. So I would have to early reveal for it now, which with 2 agents left feels not great. But is it worth it? I don't think I can do the early reveal. For 2 agents, it feels pretty bad. So I think Arakeen or Carthag is what I'm thinking. I think let's do Arakeen. Okay. We'll go with 2 troops. I might put in another one when I play the experimentation. 5 troops left in supply. You have to be careful with these specimens. Okay, Tessia just puts in 1. Let's see what Ariana reveals for. 1 sword. She does have 3 intrigue cards. And she takes the scientific breakthrough. No surprise there. Contaminator is a good one. She can take that also. Another in the shadows. Good lord. She takes the in the shadows. Embedded agent. I'm not very excited about personally. She takes the contaminator. Yeah. Okay, this is a good one. I wouldn't mind picking that up if it's still there, but Armand is going to reveal first. He's presumably going to take it. The infiltration graft on that is quite cool. This thing, I've had no luck with this. You know, I know that it can be good, but every time I've taken it, it has not been good. And I do not have the kind of deck to support it right now. Like, I'm not filling my deck with fold spaces or anything. Best I could do would be to trash my own diplomacy or something, or trash the card itself once, I guess. It's a one-time sort of power play, but... Okay, the negotiated withdrawal could be useful. The guild impersonator is probably worth taking. I think it's just this. Hang on to the water. Move up the Tleilaxu track. I'm not going to deploy another unit. If she has an intrigue card, she has an intrigue card. Tessia also has an intrigue card. No swords. Reveals for 5. Okay, so that... Yeah. Now what do we got? Sardaukar Legion. You know, I think I'll probably just take that. I could blow up the row and try to find a Tleilaxu Master, which would be the... You know, that's what you want. And it would be great if I could get one. There's a chance I could, but this is pretty good for me. You know, I like going to wealth as Yuna and getting troops at the same time. I think I'll just accept that. So I'll take that. And do I want the guild impersonator? Yeah, I'll take it. Face dancer appears. Okay. Ariana, you got an intrigue card? Tessia did not have one to play. Ariana does not have one to play. Okay, great. Great. So that's a pretty good value for me there. Urgent mission. Okay, fine. Sort through the chaos is the next one. There's the control the spice that we all started with because it's epic mode. So epic mode, by the way, just a reminder, the game entry is at 12 victory points, not 10, not 11, but 12. We all started with an intrigue card. That's where this came from. We all started with 5 troops in the garrison instead of 3. And we all started with one of these in our discard piles. And there was no level 1 conflict. 5 conflict 2s, 5 conflict 3s. Round 6 will be the first round 3 conflict. Tessia now with 2 water and 6 spice sitting on Great Flat. It's not a great hand here. Might be a good Mentat kind of around for me. I mean, there's 3 spice here, which is not bad. I currently have a decent amount of persuasion because of the liaison and the convincing argument, so it could maybe be an atomics round. Yeah, I think I want to Mentat and get that diplomacy. I could also... get a Dreadnought. It's possible a Dreadnought would be useful for me this game. And I could get Memo Quarters at the same time, or Wind Traps. I kind of want to do that. So we'll skip the Mentat. And I think I like going to Freeman right now, unlocking Siege Tabor. Dreadnought for Yuna can be better than for some other leaders. One, because getting Solari to buy it is easier. But two, when you control Arakeen or Carthag, if I go to the space I control in my turn, I get 2 Solari out of it. If somebody else goes to it on their turn, I just get 1, because again, the bonus Solari is only on your turn, but it can, you know, generate more Solari and kind of pay for itself easier than it can for other leaders. What was the tech that came up, by the way? Hollow projectors. That should be in high demand with everybody having In the Shadows. Okay. I'm gonna have a hard time playing both of these cards, so I'll have to decide which one I want more. A research right now would get me an intrigue card if I wanted to go that way. And I probably do want to go that way. But also getting a trash wouldn't be terrible. Diplomacy next, though, with 2 spice. That could be... You know, that could be a selective breeding. Although, at that point, I won't have a discard pile. So if I want to trash, like, the dagger, then now's the time to do it. So I think I will. Unfortunately, this is just going to build up to massive proportions for Tessia. I don't know that I care about really fighting for the top spot here. I think I might just... I'm just going to leave the Dreadnought in there for now. Just look to get, you know, ideally second. There's the great flat play for Tessie. Okay, she cashes in right now. Perhaps she's going to aim for that flagship with all of that spice. You know, I mean, I could recall an agent, but it doesn't really do anything for me because I can't go back to Haga Basin or Dreadnought. So I think it's probably just going to be liaison to Siege Tabor. Leaving me at 5 persuasion. Alternatively, you know, I could blow up the row and see if there's a Jessica, and if there is, then I early reveal. But the problem with that is it then commits me to early revealing, like, let's say there's something else, like an Opulence or... Well, I guess I'd be okay... Opulence is, in a way, not ideal for me, but... Well, it'd be good to play it, even if I don't get the victory point out of it. Arakeen is bad. Well, if I go to Arakeen, then I could recall an agent and play the diplomacy, I guess. It's not... It's not thrilling. I think I'll just go here. We'll see what's here for 5 persuasion. Maybe I'll blow it up. I'll have 2 specimens. If the face dancer is there, I guess I'll take it. I guess so. I do need influence here. I mean, it can't help me with Bene Gesserit, but it can help me with Emperor and Guild. Yeah, maybe I should have prioritized playing the research over getting the trash here, because, you know, if I want to get the Scarab out of that dissecting kit, I need to have reached, you know, the first genetic marker, which I'm, you know, 2 research away from as of this moment. Tessia picks up wind traps and detonation devices shows up. Okay, so she could have taken the flagship and decided not to do it, saving her spice for other purposes. So currently detonation devices, hollow projectors, flagship. I mean, the detonation devices could be good. I'm the only one with a dreadnought at this time. Do I care about carry-all? I feel like I don't. Do I care about this other stuff? I feel like I don't. Let's see what we can discover. There's the opulence that I can't afford. More researching. Influence. I do need that Bene Gesserit influence. Yep. Let's do that. And we'll do this. Okay. This, I mean, the 1 Solari, it's 2 Solari for me, but it's a little bit late, I feel like, for me to do that. Is it, though? I mean... You know what? That 2 Solari could come in handy. But it is a bit late. Okay, blown up again. Ooh, look at that. Some nice stuff here now. Tessia filling up on little good cheap cards. Look at this stuff. Whoa, boy. All right, so the Dreadnought comes through here, and yeah, it's going to pay for itself. So I paid 3 for it. I'm going to get 2 back and an intrigue card here. I'm going to take control of probably Carthag. Tessie gets the Harvest Cells. And to the victor, I get a Master Tactician. Desert Power. Oh yeah, I don't get control unless I win. Right. Okay, well, the Dreadnought's still there. 9 Persuasion at this moment. I should definitely try to win this conflict, I think. Round 6 is coming up, which will be a level 3. I'm not in a good position at this time to really go for it. I will be first player next round, though. If I can get myself a couple of spice, I've got 2 chances at drawing a card to get to Hayliner next round. So maybe I go to Haga Basin. Haven't been doing much shipping this game other than the single use of the shipping track, the double smuggle, round 1 and 2. I can't go to Haga Basin. Just realized that. Huh. Should I try to get detonation devices happening here? If I get detonation devices and if I can win this conflict, I mean, there's no guarantee I can. But might be fun. Let's try it. We'll try it. I don't know if I'll ever get the point out of that. People are not going to want to let me do it. But we'll see what we can do. I mean, I have this. It's not big. I've got the best garrison, certainly, but I have to actually get them in there. So, I probably want a Hardy Warriors if I can. I doubt that I'm going to be getting the the end game point out of the memo quarters, but you never know. I do have a bunch of influence cards kind of on the way. Signet Ring could help with that also, though my Solari, you know, I've been spending my Solari and I didn't get the shuttle fleet, so I'm not being fed that Solari every round like I was kind of hoping to. Okay, Tessie hits Hayliner. So she wants to stop me from winning this. Only puts in 3 for now, though. I wonder, if I go to Hardy Warriors, can I still win? I'll get in 2 troops and 2 dreadnoughts. So that would be 10 strength, and then I could get to one of these spots and get in 3 more troops. That'd be 16 strength, 19 strength. I think it's worth a shot. Yeah, I think I have to go for it. So let's see. What does Tessia do here? Does she want to really fight me on this? No. Goes to wealth. I wonder what that Hayliner play was about. Because if she had put in 5, I might not have tried this. But with only 3, I felt like I had a chance. Okay, so the awkward thing here is I want to go to Carthag. But then I'll be at 4 intrigues, and I don't want to just waste the urgent mission, really. So I could go to Arakeen instead. Maybe keep my persuasion high enough, maybe to get Thufir or Keys to Power, or if I'm really lucky, Gurney. Only the convincing argument would get me Gurney. No, I have the Freeman Bond, so actually the Reverend Mother would get me that. It could even get me the for Humanity, actually. And then maybe I could use the urgent mission to play again. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, Carthag is voiced, so that's not happening. Yeah, okay, so let me try Arakeen here. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's fortunate in the sense that that's going to let me pick up Gurney if he's there. But it's unfortunate in the sense that I can't use that as an agent with this. So this is the best I can do. Secrets gets hit by Tessia. Doesn't look like anyone's fighting me on this at this point. So I'll definitely take that Gurney if he is there. He could help me win another conflict later and blow up another dreadnought potentially. But the problem with this plan of mine, with the detonation devices, I'm going to have to keep feeding Solari into Dreadnought, right? Which is going to mean it's going to be tough for me to get this, and it's going to be tough for me to pay for the ring. So I have some things that are kind of working at cross purposes. There could be an argument for me to actually just use this here. You know, I don't need all these troops in, just retreat a couple, get 3 Solari back, and maybe that helps me pay for my ring at some point. Or, you know, it pays for another Dreadnought right away also. It feels bad to do it. But I mean, it's not like I'm not raking in the Solari here. I don't have shipping happening, right? You know, I'll get a couple going to wealth with Sardaukar Legion, hopefully. But that's kind of, you know, a couple from revealing the high priority travel. I mean, I can get 3 here. I will do it. I will do that. I think that's the one. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I gotta try to hold on to that for now. This 3 Solari can buy me another Dreadnought if that's what I want to do. I will, assuming I win this, I will get to take control of a spot. But, you know, it is kind of clogging up my hand here. I mean, I could also Master Tactician and just retreat 3. That's another thing I could do. That would be risky, though. Going down to 10, I don't love that idea. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Well, I may end up doing it. I may end up retreating some troops here because it looks like Tessie is coming after me. What did she do exactly? She got her... Okay, she got her snooper token with the Emperor, right? And so that gave her 2 troops. Oh, her supply is full. Oh, she wants to retreat with negotiated withdrawal. Does she want to? I don't know. She put in a bunch of troops, which means I don't think she does, because she didn't need to put those in to do the retreat, right? Seems like she's going all in on fighting me on this. So the fact that she didn't retreat with the negotiated withdrawal suggests bad news. Allied Armada. Okay. So... yeah, I'll just retreat 3 troops here then. It's unfortunate. But, I mean, I could do both of these, just retreat everything, just have a massive garrison. All right, so yeah, unfortunately, I did not win that conflict. Oh, and the demand respect? Wow. Okay, Tessia is very strong here. So she doesn't have her Freeman influence yet. She's got all the other ones. Here's an economic supremacy. What can I do? Do I want a selective breeding? Or do I hardy warriors for this? Yeah, let's do that. I would definitely like to smuggle. That plus the reveal here would get me the Solari to pay for this if I were to win. Restricted Ordnance also exists. I'm not sure when that appeared. But that does kind of go with what I'm up to. So I could go Haga Basin and then get that. Wasn't expecting to get that alliance. I don't have any influence anywhere. Smuggling gone. That's very sad for me. Okay, so that means, yeah, I have to kind of go this way, I guess. Okay, that Solari could be crucial for me. Armand takes the... Oh no, he just maintains that alliance. Okay, I'll get an intrigue card from researching here. Let's see what that is. Oh, wow. Okay. What's crazy about that, so I have two end games that both say if you have 10 Solari, get a victory point. What's crazy about that is it might mean that I shouldn't pay for this victory point here with Solari. Because that's 6 for 1, but if I have 10, it's worth 2. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Now I like this restricted ordinance a lot, but if I win this, I want to have the spice to pay for the point. So I think I don't do it. One more research gets me another 2 Solari here. I still have this urgent mission. Do I want to go to Arakeen or Carthag? I don't want to Mentat here. I want to just not be spending my Solari right now. Problem with Carthag is it puts me at 4 intrigues again. Tassia could still Hayliner this, theoretically. Okay, Armand takes the restricted ordinance, so that's not an option for me anymore. Chalmurky is there. That could be important. I think it's Arakeen, and then maybe I end up using Urgent Mission. Unfortunately, again, I don't use the Signet Ring. Okay, kind of unfortunate. Well, I can Urgent Mission. I could play the Face Dancer and the Experimentation then. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. And I think it has to be wealth. Play Laxu Surgeon. Okay, so, I mean, I'm going to get 4 victory points if I win this, because I get 1, then I buy 2 more, then I blow up a Dreadnought for 1 more. And then I'll get a victory point from the Emperor, so I should be at 7 victory points at the end of this round suddenly, if everything goes to plan, which, you know, it doesn't always. I'm going to buy the point, and I'll just hope I can get back up to 10 somehow. I think I might be quite happy that I picked this up here. The Solarion reveal is going to make a big difference for me. Okay, everyone's out of agents, so theoretically it doesn't matter which one I take back. But I think this is probably the least dangerous one to take back. Okay, get me another spice on reveal. I don't mind that at all. And yeah, I think this is the way to go. This is a pretty exciting round here. Oh boy. Okay, Ariana has reached the end of both tracks, picks up a spice must flow, gets herself to 6 points, sitting on 7 spice for the next round 3 conflict. Tessia also sitting on 6 spice for the next round 3 conflict, and she'll be acting first. Bypass protocol for Ariana. Does she spend the spice? She does. Takes Stilgar. Truthsayer replacing Stilgar in the row. Nobody interested in this beguiling pheromones this game. Armand locks up the Bene Gesserit alliance with that reveal of the In the Shadows. His restricted ordnance doing nothing this round, but probably looking to make use of that going forward. So yeah, for me, unfortunately with Armand picking that up, and he does have the High Council seat now, it's gonna be harder for me to win conflicts and get any more value out of the Dreadnought thing, but it is what it is. Do I want any more of this? Do I want an Imperial Spy, for example? Maybe. Just more wealth plays. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, yes please. Yes please. Yes please. Okay, Tessie got a point though. She's now at 8. Battle for Imperial Basin is here. These kind of all came at the same time, unfortunately. I could send Ring and Impersonator somewhere to get that boost. Would be very nice to get the thing out of here, but... yeah, I don't think I'm going to be... Now, hold on a second. I blew up one of my dreadnoughts to this tech. Oh, instead of taking control of a board space with it. Okay, so I don't get to take control of a board space. Tessia now at 9. Okay, Tessia did not go to Hayliner. Ariana has the 4 humanity here. She also did not go to Hayliner. I wonder if Tessia is lacking the capability to do it. I don't have the means of getting enough spice to get there myself. It would be great, because I could play this, graft the Sardaukar Legion to it, and get a whole bunch of troops. But that's not something I'm able to do. If I play the ring to smuggling, I could use it, but I don't think I can afford to spend 7 Solari right now. This is awkward. I got all 3 of my Emperor cards in one hand, which is really not what I wanted. I really wanted those more spread out. Wealth gets blocked from me. Ouch! Ouch, 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 ouch. This hand is suddenly kind of disastrous. I mean, do I just Legion to Mentat? I think I have to go to smuggling. Damn. That is rough. If I spend the Solari and go up 1 here, I could maybe get that point. Is that better than having potentially 2 points? I mean, I don't have the 2 points right now. I still need more Solari. Oh. Tessia smuggles when she could ship. She's getting flagship. I mean, this round might be over. This game might be over here. That's very curious. Oh, Oh man, this hand. I think I have to Mentat, which, you know, hurts my Solari. So far, nobody's in here. But I can't get in there now. Oh, God. This is brutal. This is brutal. Oh man, this is so brutal. I mean, what do? I mean, I go to Fold Space. It's the only place I can actually go to other than these things, but those things are not helping me. I mean, I guess I could get a Holo Projectors. See if that can change the game a little bit. Is that what I do? Oh man, but I kind of don't want to spend spice because like I might need to conspire, you know? Well, last round was very nice, and this round is very bad. It was a very, very tough draw. And maybe I should have gone to Mentat before this, but I mean, I really needed to get that Solari, right? I don't know. Everything I wanted to do this round got blocked either by the cards in my hand. There's the flagship for Tessia. And nobody's in, I mean, this conflict is still completely up for grabs, which is crazy. Where did Tessia just go? Haga Basin. So she's theoretically going to cash in and put some troops in here. And if she wins the conflict, it's game over. Yeah. Yeah. This hurts so much, man. I'm not going to get either of these points. I mean, I just have to play Sardaukar Legion to tech negotiation, and that's it. Well, I mean, look, it was probably a bad idea to pick up this Imperial Spy when I did. I did it because I felt like going to these Emperor spots was going to be really important for me. And it is important, it's just that, you know, there was a risk that it would be too much with between the Sardaukar Legion and the Carino Genes. And, you know, I already had Face Dancer in Diplomacy, but they potentially had other targets, but this was kind of the worst case scenario of picking up this Imperial Spy, was getting a hand full of these guys and having wealth blocked on top of that. Wealth obviously would have meant both of those points. No. So I have to hope that Armand can beat Tessia. He still has an agent, he still has troops, and he has the restricted ordnance. So I think he should be able to do it. Which means maybe we get another round, and maybe I still have a chance to, you know, get something. I'm one away from this point, one way or another, either by going here or revealing this. I'm one away from a point here, and I'm 3 Solari away from 2 points here. Okay, if we go to another round, then, you know, that's exciting because anything could still happen. Machine culture for Chalmurky? Troop transport, spy satellites. Spy satellites is worth 2 points for me right now. That's intriguing. But Ariana goes first next round. It's also worth 2 points for her. So she's probably got her eyes on that spy satellites herself. The memo quarters point is, there's no way that's happening. Oh, Armand has played a Bene Gesserit, right? Yeah, so he's gonna get the double freighter here on top of that. No? Oh yeah, he advanced twice. Okay. All right. Well, for 4 here, just persuasion. Bene Gesserit is not going to work for me. I mean, it is also persuasion or swords, though. This potentially could give me spice. I mean, we're probably not going to go that round, but I'll take this and just see how it goes. Oh, directorship. Directorship. I mean, if I... Spy satellites and directorship are basically the same for me. This is pretty intense. Yeah, Tessie has already revealed, so there's no spice flowing for her at this point. She's also gotten both her Tleilaxu points. She's going to be loaded up on spice. Ariana, not as much. Armand wins the battle for Imperial Basin, gets to 9 victory points. Current score going into round 8. Tessia, 10. Ariana, 7. Armand, 9. Yuna, that's me, 7. And it's battle for Carthag, and Armand, because of his Dreadnought placement, manages to get the defensive bonus here. Okay, what do I have? I've got to research if I want to do that. I've got Gurney Halleck. I've got Diplomacy, Siege Reverend Mother. I don't have the Persuasion on that. I don't have a way to get the spy satellites. Oh. I might have to just Diplomacy to Wealth to make sure I have 10. I mean, I could also, I could smuggle down, actually. Smuggle down gets me 7, putting me at 14. Does Armand want spy satellites? I mean, it's worth 1 point for him, I guess. No, it's not, because he gets the influence here. So spy satellites, I mean, if he can find the spice to pay for it, he could buy another victory point. He's now at 10. Troop transports is probably what he's going to take, right? Yeah. Oh, he didn't get his troops in with the troop transports. Whoops. I think that's what he's saying. I made a mistake. Okay. This is tough. I need that Solari. Is anyone going to smuggle, though? Because this is also a point here. Gurney could be interesting. Okay, I think I have to do this. Then maybe Diplomacy to fold space to get that point. I mean, there's still this conflict also, potentially. Tessia here and Ariana both at 6 spice. Tessia would likely have Diplomacy in hand. Okay, what's Armand gonna block? Does he block Hayliner? I mean, they still have an agent after that, so it probably doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Carthag. Okay, he just wants to get all of his deployment. I'm gonna get this point. Because, yeah, spy... Oh, no, I still can't get spy satellites. So Ariana probably will. It's going to be worth a couple of points for her, but... Let me get this one. Selective breeding. Fighting for the Bene Gesserit alliance, perhaps against Armand? Not Hayliner. I guess she feels like Hayliner isn't going to be good enough, which is fair. It would get her to 10. Armand's already sitting at 12 without even his next deployment. Here's the Hayliner from Ariana. Okay. That gets her a point. So the spy satellites now for her is only worth 1 if she were to... Well, she can't get it anymore. She's going in on this. Armand presumably is going to go to Carthag. For me, I mean, I guess it's... Siege Tabor. Well, I could also get an intrigue card. The game is likely to end here. If Armand wins, it's over. I think I have to go to Secrets and hope for a Bene Gesserit bump for a point. Because then I'll end at 12. I'll still lose to Armand in that case. But I think it's my only play. What does Gurney do for me? I'm not gonna win this, right? I could get 3, 4, 5 troops in. Okay, 6, 8, 11, 14. It's not going to work. So Gurney's pretty much not helpful. I mean, I could also get the troops in at the end with him for the Spice tiebreaker, maybe. I think this is the play, and I just hope for a miracle intrigue card. I don't think that does anything for me. I could get 2 scarabs, maybe. Another intrigue card. Imperial Spy. You failed. You get trashed. So I use Gurney to put 2 troops in. I sacrifice them. Oh no, because those specimens are going to show up after my reveal, so I can't actually buy the reclaimed forces, so it just gets me to there. It doesn't actually do anything. So it looks like I'm going to end on 11 points here with my 2 end games. Tessia is going to be at 12, I imagine. At least. Armand going to be at 12. At least. That's how it looks. So I'm looking at a 3rd place, probably is best case scenario for me. So if I'm looking back a few rounds, I don't remember exactly how it worked out, but it is possible that it would have been worth buying this restricted ordnance instead of paying for the 1 victory point that round. I don't know if I could have made that work, but having it for the next couple of rounds rather than Armand having it could have made a difference and could have allowed me to maybe actually fight for some of these bigger 2-point conflicts and maybe get another, you know, dreadnought blow up. Maybe. It's very hard to say. Trying to get these 2 points. I mean, I'm going to get them, but Yeah, getting the troops in with Gurney actually does nothing. Because it doesn't even beat Tessia, so it burns my Solari for no reason, but I don't think the Solari tiebreaker is going to matter, so I'll just do it for the hell of it. Let's see, maybe, what could I find? Ix and Immortality for 1 spice, maybe, comes down to that. Probably not. Oh, there it is. That's too funny. That is too funny. That's what I was... That's the only reason I picked up the assassination mission, was maybe get the Ix and Immortality for the 1 spice that might end up being a tiebreaker, but it's probably not going to be a tiebreaker. Does Tessia want to retreat here? Green, no, right? I mean, we'll get her a water, but she wants the spice more. Ariana gets herself... A spice must flow. Can't activate the For Humanity. This has been a fun game. Oh, stage is an incident. Well, it doesn't help me. I wish this was helpful to me, but it's just not. 1. I mean, they're going to get lost anyway, theoretically, but... Okay, private army from Tessia. Maybe I'll do it now. Now that I've passed so many times. Now I'll do it. So, I'm 4th. I lose. Because Ariana has 11, but she has Chomurky. Plans revealed. Gain 1 or more victory points from 2 different endgame intrigues. Is that the only time I've gotten that? I think that's a new achievement. Oh, boy. Well, it was a tight game, 12-12, 11-11. Came down to tiebreakers for both of those. Yeah, really, I mean, a couple little things here and there could have made the difference for sure. Certainly, different draws could have helped. But, you know, everyone has their own story about their own luck and bad luck. So, you know, I don't dwell too much on that. Could I have made some different decisions? Again, maybe I could have angled to get that restricted ordnance instead, and I would have gotten 1 fewer point from that conflict, the economic supremacy conflict. But maybe it could have helped me win future conflicts. I don't know. And then, you know, I guess I ended up with 4 spice at the end that I didn't need. Hard to say. I never got this Bene Gesserit point. I certainly didn't get the Memo Quarters point. I only blew up 1 Dreadnought with this. I got 2 victory points out of those end games, which was great. But still ending here with just 4th place. I never used the Signet Ring, right? So that was another thing. I never used the Signet Ring because of that intrigue. I started with that intrigue. The 10 Solari, that was my first intrigue I had in the game. And so that was making me not want to kind of spend the Solari on the Signet Ring. I did get the round 2 Swordmaster, which was great. I did get that High Council seat, which maybe that was a mistake. What did I gain from having it? Not a whole lot, right? I mean, I got this Gurney, which I drew once and didn't matter. The Sudakar Legion, I drew in that terrible round, so that didn't really help. So it's possible that that High Council play, and at the time I kind of felt like it might not be the right move, but I just wanted to do it, which is how often, that's how I make my decisions sometimes, is I just want to do this. I like having High Council seat. But maybe, you know, I would have been better off that round getting a Dreadnought, you know, a round earlier, or just hanging on to that Solari to, because I think that actually that round I could have used the Signet Ring instead. And so that could have been a victory point here. I mean, who knows? The whole game would have been different. But that's certainly something that could have taken me in a slightly different direction. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that game. I will see you soon. This video is going to be coming out, like I said, I think end of August or early September, which is shortly before I will be actually back home after my trip and being able to make new videos and stream again. So make sure you tune in for that. Check the channel. I might have a stream up already that you can, make sure you're notified for my first stream back when I do return. I hope to see you then. Thanks again so much for watching. Of course, if you want more videos, you can click the join button below to become a member of the channel. That'll unlock stream VODs for you, and that'll get you the weekly members exclusive game that comes out every Monday, as well as getting you loyalty badge, which upgrades, and emotes on YouTube. Of course, join the Discord as well. The link is in the description. And there you can get more up-to-date news about, when my first stream might be, or when I'm streaming randomly that's not scheduled. And of course, it's fun to be in the chat there as well. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.